who was awarded the 2025 Laureus World Sportsman of the Year? Correct option is C. Armand Duplantis. Between which two countries was the multilateral military exercise JAPAD 2025 primarily conducted? Correct option is B. Russia and Belarus. Which cell organelle in plants is primarily responsible for storing starch, oils, and proteins? Right option is D. Leucoplast. What does the area under a velocity time graph represent? Right option is B. Displacement. What does the letter G stand for in G20? Correct option is C. Group. What causes the main difference between smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum? Correct option is A. Ribosome. When rays from an object incident on a convex lens are parallel to the principal axis, what happens to the image? Correct option is D. The image is formed at the principal focus. Where did ISRO launch its heaviest communication satellite CMS-03 on 2nd November? Correct option is C. Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. What element must be necessarily present in an organic compound? Right option is D. Carbon. What change will occur in the speed of sound in water if its speed in air is 346 meters per second? Correct option is B. It will increase significantly. Which of the following differentiated organisms can form a new organism from its body part by regeneration? Right option is A. Planaria. Which Indian Navy ship participated in the 5th edition of the multinational exercise La Perouse, held in January 2025? Correct option is C. INS Mumbai. Which type of muscle tissue is both striated and under involuntary control? Correct option is C. Cardiac muscle. A balanced force acts on a 10 kilograms object. What will be its acceleration? Correct option is D. 0 meters per second. What is the full form of PICCA? Correct option is C. Panchayat Yuva Krida or Khel Abhiyan. If an equal current flows through two wires of equal length but different resistances, what happens in the wire with higher resistance? Right option is B. It will produce more heat. Which method of irrigation involves pipes inserted deep into the ground to draw out water? Right option is A. Tube well. How many neutrons are present in a typical stable oxygen atom? Correct option is C. 8 neutrons. The nationwide civil defense mock drill or Operation Abhyas conducted in 244 districts on 7th May was coordinated by which authority? Correct option is D. National Disaster Management Authority. Which of the following has the strongest intermolecular force? Correct option is A. Iron rod. The reaction between sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid to form sodium chloride and water is an example of which type of reaction? Right option is A. Neutralization reaction. Which of the following traits was not selected by Mendel in his pea plant experiments? Correct option is B. Leaf shape. For two wires made of the same material, which wire will have the least resistance? Correct option is A. Short and thick wire. A porter carries a heavy load on his head and walks horizontally across a level ground. What is the work done by the porter on the load? Correct option is C. Zero work. If both the masses m1 and m2 are half and the distance r between them is also half, then what will be the change in the force of attraction? Correct option is D. Remains unchanged. When an object is placed at the focus of a convex lens, how do the rays emerge after refraction? Right option is C. The rays emerge parallel to the principal axis. Which athlete was awarded the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award 2025 for shooting? Correct option is C. Manu Bhakar. Which site was notified as India's 107th national park in April 2025? Right option is A. Simlipal National Park. Adenosine triphosphate or ATP is produced in which cellular organelle? Correct option is A. Mitochondrion. Recently, with which country is India organized the 4th edition of Exercise Tiger Triumph 2025? Correct option is B. United States. Which is the most suitable method of irrigation for areas having low rainfall and strong winds? Correct option is D. Drip irrigation. Which actor has recently become the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh? Right option is B. Pawan Kalyan. What is the mass number of an atom always equal to? Right option is C. The sum of the number of protons and neutrons. In the 2025-26 budget, how many Atal Tinkering Labs were announced to be set up at the central level? Correct option is C. 50,000 labs. Which component of phloem is primarily responsible for transporting food? Correct option is A. Sieve tubes. Where was the Viva Technology Summit 2025 held? Correct option is C. Paris, France. How does the speed of sound change when it goes from a solid to a liquid to a gas? Correct option is B. The speed decreases continuously. At the Asian Wrestling Championships 2025, in which women's weight category did Manisha Bhanwala win India's first gold medal? Right option is B. 62 kilograms. Which of the following is a saturated hydrocarbon? Right option is A. Butane. What name has ISRO designated for the year 2025? Right option is D. Gaganyaan year. What is the usual range of the pH scale? Correct option is B. 0 to 14. Which bank recently provided the facility of maintaining zero balance in regular savings accounts for its customers in 2025? Correct option is C. Canara Bank. If a person's weight on Earth is 96 kilograms, what will be his mass on the Moon? Correct option is B. 96 kilograms. Who was awarded the United Nations Saskava Award 2025 for disaster risk reduction? Correct option is D. Dr. Mrityunjay Mohapatra. In a convex lens, when the object is placed at a distance greater than 2 times the focal length, what will be the nature of the image formed? Correct option is C. Real, inverted and diminished. Which state has become the first in India to implement a comprehensive bamboo industry policy in 2025? Correct option is C. Maharashtra. What is the color of a leucoplast? Correct option is D. Colorless. In 2025, several new butterfly species were recorded in Arunachal Pradesh. Which of the following was recorded for the first time in India? Correct option is D. Euthelia malacana. If an object has a mass of 5 kilograms and an acceleration of 2 meters per square second, what will be the force acting on it? Right option is A. 10 Newton. What is the score of the United States of America in the Corruption Perceptions Index 2024? Correct option is B. 65. Who did the Indian men's team defeat in the Kho-Kho World Cup 2025 final? Correct option is B. Nepal. In September 2025, which bank appointed Ashish Pandey as its new managing director and chief executive officer? Correct option is D. Union Bank of India. Which components are the primary building blocks of the plasma membrane? Right option is C. Proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. who chaired the 10th Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog, held in May 2025? Right option is C. Narendra Modi. If a pollen grain enters the ovule, what is this process called? Correct option is A. Fertilization. Which Indian state introduced India's first AI news anchor, Ankita, to deliver updates in a regional language in May 2025? Correct option is B. Assam. Which of the following methods is effective for both contraception and the prevention of HIV or AIDS? Right option is B. Condom. After the formation of seeds in a plant, which of the following process takes place? Correct option is D. Seed dispersal. Which Indian city has recently been declared the leopard capital of India? Correct option is C. Bangalore. Which product formed by the reaction of calcium hydroxide with carbon dioxide is used for whitewashing walls? Correct option is C. Calcium carbonate. What is the term for a substance that can be broken down naturally by microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi? Correct option is C. Biodegradable. Which Indian city was officially declared the country's first beggar-free city in May 2025? Right option is A. Indore. If a ball is released from a height above the ground, what is the acceleration with which it will fall? Right option is C. Approximately 9.8 meters per second. Which sprinter holds the record for consistently completing the 100-meter race in under 10 seconds for the most consecutive years? Correct option is D. Ekani Simbine. Under which condition is Ohm's law applicable? Correct option is C. The temperature of the conductor remain constant. Which bank launched the Next Leap Comprehensive Employee Engagement and Training Program in May 2025? Correct option is D. State Bank of India. Which of the following methods is commonly used to purify a liquid substance that contains a non-volatile impurity? Right option is A. Distillation. In an object falling uniformly on Earth, acceleration occurs due to which factor? Right option is A. Gravitational force. Which institution released the report titled Unlocking a $200 billion Opportunity, Electric Vehicles in India? Right option is C. Niti Aayog. Which of the following statements is not related to Newton's third law of motion? Correct option is D. Car moves forward just by starting the engine. If an electric current of 0.15 ampere flows through a conductor for 8 minutes, how much charge will pass through it? Correct option is B. 72 coulombs. What is the alternative name of the Waqf Amendment Act 2025? Correct option is C. The Umeed Act. Which tissue is primarily responsible for the hardness and rigidity of the outer covering of a mature coconut? Right option is A. Sclerenchyma. If an object of mass to kilograms is kept at a height of 9 meters, what will be its potential energy? Correct option is D. 176.4 joules.